Everyone, Gobotch here, back today with a brand new video here for Madden 21 Next Gen here on the Xbox Series X, and today we're continuing on in our What If series. Again, if you didn't see, I put a little teaser trailer out, and today's scenario is what if, in an alternate timeline, alternate dimension, whatever it may be, what if LeBron James, who had a pretty good career in football, it was maybe his first love, I think that's what he said in prior interviews and stuff, what if he pursued that NFL dream instead of going to the NBA and being one of the greatest of all time in the NBA that we know and see today? What if LeBron James went to the NFL, got drafted in current times as a 20-year-old out of college? Let's say he went to Ohio State, and he's coming out not as a wide receiver because of his big 6'9" frame with about 250 pounds. We're moving him. We're going to see if he could be one of the greatest tight ends of all time in the NFL if he did pursue that dream. So we're going to go into the NFL draft here. Again, we don't know what team he's going to get drafted to. We are using the most up-to-date rosters, and we're doing the live stats, so it's, you know, using the real life standings as well. We simulated the last few weeks. So here we go. We're going to start the draft. We're going to see how his career will go. Again, he should be probably the #1 pick, maybe one of the top 5 picks if they kind of mess with him a little bit, but we're going to go through it. We're going to see exactly where LeBron will go in this draft. So we're going to go ahead and skip forward to the next pick. And the #1 pick is Trevor Lawrence. Okay, he went out there. That's interesting, to the Jets. Didn't think that would happen. Number 2. Okay. Let's look at the draft board. Where's LeBron at? He's not even being considered one of the top guys, evidently, as a tight end. They're saying he's in second. Wow. Whatever. So we're going to just simulate the whole draft here. Simulate the whole entire draft. We'll pick up after, and we're going to find out where LeBron got drafted. Where is he going to start his NFL career in his chase to be the greatest tight end of all time? Again, let me know down below. Let me know if you think he's going to win any hardware. Before we even get to it, let me know what team you think he'll get drafted by. Let's see if any of you could be correct in that. So again, I'm not worried about upgrading players. We're not even going to be playing as the Cowboys. So draft recap. Let's take a look-see, shall we? There's your Cowboy draft for you all. But let's go to everybody. The entirety of the NFL, looking at everybody. Justin Fields went... Madden logic makes no sense sometimes. They drafted another star quarterback out there in that. They got Burrow and they got Fields. Jamar Chase, okay. Interesting. Where is the #1 tight end going to go? That's my question now. Top tight end, Pitts, went to Buffalo. Okay, so now where is LeBron? LeBron goes to the Jets. Are you kidding me? He was the #1 pick out of the second round, I guess, right? Second round, first pick. So he's going to be matched up with another rookie in that of Trevor Lawrence. So this is going to be interesting, y'all. Trevor Lawrence and LeBron James together on a team. I'm actually pretty intrigued about this. So we're going to go switch over to the Jets franchise as a team, and we're going to see and simulate LeBron's first ever season in the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the offense. The Jets will be rolling out there. Again, LeBron's 84 overall as a rookie, which I tried to make him not too OP, but still, nonetheless, I wish you could do face scans and stuff for Madden, but he's going to be a superstar, probably X Factor ability guy. He's matched up with Lawrence out there. Guys, this could be a really fun offense to watch. We're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to simulate through the first half. Actually, we're just going to go all the way to the playoffs. We're going to see how LeBron does matched up with a rookie quarterback in the Jets franchise that was abysmal. Can they be brought to the promised land and be one of the top teams, one of the top offenses? Let's see. All right, so the Jets went 7-9 in LeBron's rookie season. Let's take a look at the rookie himself. As you saw, Trevor Lawrence apparently was the #1 passer in the NFL. Of course, he didn't have great numbers in terms of picks, but let's see. Top receiver for the Jets. LeBron James was first in receptions for the team, second in receiving behind Crowder, and he had 8 receiving touchdowns to start his NFL career. Let's take a look at all the details here for the man. Again, a superstar, X Factor. They're calling him a pretty good vertical threat as well. But looking at all of his stats here, you see 100 receptions, 1,300 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns, and 84 yards was his long. Did he have any rushes at all? No, of course not, but pretty solid numbers there from LeBron. Award-wise, he was, again, he's a Pro Bowl guy, which is fantastic. We'll see if he wins any of the awards here in a bit, but I want to look at the league leaders now, and let's see if he was one of the top receivers, period. Again, Lawrence was the #1 quarterback in yards. So LeBron finished second, tied for second in receptions, and third in receiving yards in the NFL. Incredible rookie year, y'all. If he's not rookie of the year, well, he won't be rookie of the year because it's probably gonna be Trevor Lawrence, but still, nonetheless, should be the tight end of the year, in my opinion. So let's go to yearly awards here. Have they already given them out? Yearly awards. I think they normally do that when around Super Bowl time. So we're gonna simulate, and then we'll see if he won any hardware. Hoping he did. I'm hoping he won something. Maybe tight end of the year. All right, so here we are, yearly awards. MVP went to Josh Allen for the Bills, doing his thing out there. Good for him. So now we're going to go over to the AFC side here. We're going to look at offensive player of the year, of course, Josh Allen. Defensive, Jadeveon Clowney. Offensive rookie of the year went to Trevor Lawrence, followed by LeBron James. Defensive rookie of the year, okay, is David Collins. Best QB, let's see. Best tight end. Do they not consider... Do they seriously not have an award for best tight end in this game? That's stupid. Abysmally stupid. I hate that so much, man. Are you kidding me? Well, nonetheless, LeBron has an incredible season. Very deserving, in my opinion, of some hardware, but the team struggled. They didn't make the postseason. LeBron had an incredible first year. I'm gonna see if there's any upgrades here. There's not, so I'm just gonna upgrade the players here. But again, looking at LeBron's first season, very solid numbers across the board. Definitely going to be a threat to be. I mean, he's up to 89 overall already, y'all, as a rookie. Looking at his stats and everything, again, unfortunately didn't win any hardware, but over 1,300 yards. He's still got 3 years left with his team here, on his way to being a complete threat throughout his career. So let's go ahead and let's get to season 2, and hopefully we can have a postseason berth with this team. All right, second season is set to begin. Again, LeBron out there, superstar X Factor ability guy, 89 overall. What is his X Factor? Let's take a look at this, by the way. I want to make sure, I want to see what he's got. Okay, so looking at his abilities, he's got Rack 'em Up. Rack 'em Up, he's got Second Wind, and he's got Route Apprentice. Nice. And he's wearing number 84, which I don't completely like. I want to see if I can change that real quick. 23. All right, that's better. We got him repping his number now, 23 at a tight end position, which doesn't make a lot of sense to begin with, but who cares? I don't. But overall, ready for his second year. Trevor Lawrence, ready for his second year. Let's sim the season. Let's see if LeBron and company can take the Jets to the postseason. All right, second season comes and goes. We're one game worse. We're 6-10. We miss out yet again. For the postseason, looking again, Trevor Lawrence dropped down, not the top passer out there in the league this year, receiving wise, and LeBron not a good year compared to last year. I mean, it starts and ends with your quarterback and everything there. And 81 receptions, 880 yards, and only 4 receiving touchdowns. That's not what you want to see from LeBron out there in his sophomore campaign, basically out there. You see the difference there is a dramatic drop off in everything. The yards per game dropped considerably. Only 4 touchdowns. That's half of what he had before. Run after catch, not as good. And the long of the year was just 26 yards. So something definitely changed out there for the man. It's not what I wanted to be seeing from him. Just to be plain with you guys. Didn't make a Pro Bowl appearance. None of that. I mean, it's just not what I wanted to see from LeBron in that second season. Not very good. You're looking at his season numbers here overall. It looks like he played and everything. There was no injury issues, but again, he's just, he didn't even have a 100-yard game this season. Not at all. No 100-yard games, period. And you see the team overall, we started the year on like a 5 or 6 game losing streak. It's just not a good thing there. We'll simulate and get to season 3, because that was a year that LeBron and all these guys have got to learn from, but forget and move on and try to improve and be ready for, got to be ready for the next year. All right, so here we are, third year for LeBron and the Jets. Again, I'm really hoping, the Jets is not going to be the team where LeBron's career starts and just kind of putters out and doesn't do anything. It seems to happen with a lot of Jet players. Again, you see Trevor Lawrence, he's at 88 overall, but LeBron's moved up to 91 overall now. Got to bring me that thing. Back in his rookie year, over 1,300 yards, 100 receptions, 8 touchdowns. I want more of that to be taking place here. So we got to see, can the Jets get to go in there? 80 overall. Come on. LeBron's got to have a huge year. Let's see what we can do. And the Jets, Again, miss out on the postseason, a 7-9 record for year 3 in 2023. You see Trevor Lawrence, one of the top touchdown throwers at 37 this year. Let's see, go to receiving here. Top receiver for the Jets in terms of receptions was Mims. LeBron was 4th on that list. 52 receptions and only 562 yards and 6 touchdowns. Ridiculous. Ridiculous there. I mean, seriously, what are we doing with LeBron? You have this dude that's 93 overall, should be one of the top tight ends in the world, period. And you're gonna let him just, I mean, year to year getting worse and worse. He's averaging about the same per reception as he did last year. Yards per game down. The touchdowns went up. Again, a long of only 25 measly yards. Looking at game to game here, I mean, look at this. Starting at week 1 here, 2 receptions. Then in week 2, they kind of figured him out. 4 for 47 with 2 touchdowns. The next game, 7 for 66, 2 touchdowns, solid. Then back at week 4, nothing. Week 6, solid game. Week 5, solid. I mean, they haven't. Some of these games they just don't go to him enough. But I mean, he's a guy that needs to be targeted more than I think he is. But again, just not getting what he. I mean, underachieving as what LeBron can do in this league, and it sucks because he should be so good, but I don't know if that's going to happen in this offense here from the Jets. So we're going to simulate to the next season. This should be the final season on his rookie contract, if I do believe, and we'll see after that. Do the Jets lock him up again, or they're going to let him walk? And I think for LeBron in his career, he needs to get out of the Jets and move on somewhere else where he have an opportunity. All right, the Jets are 82 overall. This is their best team they've had since we were doing this franchise so far with LeBron. Trevor Lawrence up to 91 overall. James at now 93 overall. Can this dynamic duo get it going? They got to get it going here. This is LeBron's, I believe, his final year of this contract, right? Yes. Last year on the contract through 2024. Come on. We've got to see him get going. Again, his first season, he was prolific. A Pro Bowl tight end. One of the top receivers in the country, in the NFL. They got what we need on offense. Defensively, yeah, suspect. We'll see. Let's simulate 2024. This is LeBron's 4th year. Can it be the best? And can this team make the playoffs? Can LeBron finally see that potential that he saw in year 1? And would you look at that? In year 4, the contract year, 11-5, the Jets finally win the AFC East and make it to the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence 2nd in passing touchdowns with 38. Solid. Let's go to receiving. Crowder was the top yardage guy, but there is the return to LeBron. He was 2nd in receptions on the team, 2nd in receiving yards, had 6 touchdowns. That's the improvement we need to see from him out there. Much better season. That's exactly what he's capable of doing. And 96 overall as well, y'all. Holy Toledo right there. That's incredible. Again, best season he's had since his rookie campaign. Still not career high numbers in any statistical category here, but a much improved season overall. A much improved season overall. So now go to game. I kind of like to look at these things right here again. He got it. I mean, he had a few bad games, I guess, a few bad games out there. Haven't seen any 100-yard games yet. There we go. Week 12 and week 13, he was unstoppable. 7 receptions, 11 receptions, over 100 yards in each of those games. All right, so simulating, we win in the wild card round. We are now moving into the divisional round. So we're actually going to jump into this divisional round a little bit here, and see how it goes with this Jets team. Again, LeBron, Trevor Lawrence. Let's get a look at them. Let's see what they can do, what they can bring. Playing here in Tennessee in the AFC divisional round. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. So we're gonna go. We're just gonna go. I don't know. Key moment. Let's not do key moments. Let's just go right here. Sim to end of game, and we'll jump in as need be. Okay. Right now we're looking at it. Jets are down 3-0. 7-3. We got a lead. 14-3. And we're back and forth right here. 21-10 lead. 21-16. And it's almost halftime, and they get 2. 28-19. 36-19. Jets are running away a little bit here, y'all. Now, I want to be able to jump in here and play some offense with them. So we're going to sim until we get back on offense. Tight game coming up here. And there we go. Big play. It's a penalty on the defense there. We're going to jump in. We're going to find our man LeBron here. We're going to see what the man can do. What can the man bring to us right here? Let's go vertical wide cross. Trevor Lawrence under the center right here. Gibson in the backfield. LeBron out on the right side of your screen. There he is. Runs through one, gets a first down. Trevor Lawrence has 4 passing touchdowns today. They were the #1 defense in the league. All right, so the next play here, I'm kind of wanting to take a shot now down the sideline here. Don't look like we could get the look we want, though, with LeBron on the sideline because they have too many guys. Period. We're going to go out here. Get a little dump in. Played out a little bit. I want to try to find LeBron. He's got 4 passing touchdowns today. Okay, we're going curl-wise seam here. LeBron's right there. He's going to just go shoot through these safeties here. See if any of them pick him up. Period. And I got hit as I threw. Dadgummit. Took too long to throw. 3rd down now. And we'll go slot drive here. Try to see if we can get something on this play here for him. And again, I know I'm forcing. I shouldn't be forcing out there LeBron, but it's LeBron, man. Dang it. Hurried up again. All right, we'll go back to the sim. We'll go back to the sim. Got a 3-point lead. Oof. I'm going to go play-by-play now on this. They punted away. 2 minutes left in company. Ooh, they got the ball back. Ball back in our hands with a minute left, and they got to call all 3 timeouts as it's a 1st and goal situation. They're kneeling out. They're kneeling it out. Let's play it smart. The Jets win. They're going to move on to the AFC Championship in this game. Looking at the stats here, I want to know. Aaron Rodgers is out there on the Titans. What in the crap is that? Receiving wise, LeBron had 3 catches for 23 yards. Not exactly what I'd like to see, but you know, if the team wins, they move on to the AFC Championship game. We're just going to simulate it now. We got a little look there at LeBron. We saw what he can do. We're going to simulate now, and we're going to find out if they make it to the Super Bowl. And sure as heck, they made it. Ladies and gentlemen, they beat the Ravens in the AFC Championship. Looking at the stats here, Trevor Lawrence didn't even have a passing touchdown. It was the receiving game that did their thing. Looking at the Jets receiving here, LeBron had 6 catches, 63 yards. Longest was 14 yards on the day, but they're moving on to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, against the Buccaneers, which I assume still have Tom Brady. We got to jump in. This is a huge moment in the career of LeBron James. We're going to make sure these guys are upgraded real quick, and we're going to jump in. This may be LeBron's final season in New York as a member of the Jets. Maybe not. They may bring him back off this rookie contract, but can he win a Super Bowl with Trevor Lawrence, this dynamic duo, in their 4th year together here in Atlanta for the Super Bowl? Holy crap, let's go, y'all. Super Bowl game. We're going to super sim most of this game here. This is awesome, y'all. 4 years into the career, and it's finally here. The Super Bowl game for LeBron James. First ever appearance in the playoffs, and they're here in the championship. 3-3 game now. Not 10-3, 10-10. Holy smokes. 17-10 lead. 24-10. The Jets look like they may get it. Now we're in a tight spot here. So, they're on defense. Taking on Tom Brady, right? Cam Newton, actually. Cam Newton's here. Not exactly what I was expecting. I thought Brady would still be there, but I guess he wouldn't get to stay 4 more years. There's a pick. A pick. So with the lead now, we're gonna find King James for something here in play action. Okay, they've got Vita Vea, they got Carlton Davis III. We've got our dudes doing our thing as well. So we're gonna find LeBron here on this. Wide open. Beautifully done. Run through him. Let's go, LeBron. Make a man miss. Or just run through him, actually. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Can't complain about it at all. We will not. Now we're going to go right here. Look at the secondary one. Looking at across the middle of the field. 1st down and 10. LeBron with another 1st down catch. Hey, I'm telling you right now, this guy is pretty dangerous. We're going to simulate a little bit now, see if they get down to the red zone. And if they go to red zone, we can maybe take a shot to LeBron. LeBron James. 2nd down. Got a 1st down. Let's go. Drop. 3rd and 4. This is a big play here. We're going to actually try to get this thing. Let's go vertical wide cross here. LeBron will be coming across in the drag route underneath. And there's a flag. Are you kidding me? Don't be a hold. Personal foul. Yes, sir. We'll take it. And now it's at the 6-yard line. You best believe we're going to go look at a play action here for LeBron James in the end zone. We can get it right here. Come on. Big play. Wide open, caught, touchdown LeBron. He gets a Super Bowl reception, his second of the game, apparently. And in the Super Bowl, LeBron James is showing up, making big plays like he only does. You know what I mean? Big play there for him. And it's Trevor Lawrence on the run. This dynamic duo doing their thing in the Super Bowl. Heck to the yes, y'all. We're going to keep going now, man. We got a big lead, set 31-17 lead, 34-17, and your Jets. In 4 years, the rebuild for the Jets is completed with LeBron and Trevor Lawrence. LeBron James wins his first career Super Bowl and his first ever attempt. Again, it took him 4 years to get to the postseason, 4 years to make it there. And on year 4, they win the division. They win the AFC Championship, and they make it to the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers and Cam Newton, and they down them. And LeBron had 2 receiving touchdowns to show for it. How do you like that? And it's, again, the first in his career, maybe one of many. We'll see. But looking at everything here, oh my goodness. Let's look at the Jets numbers here for receiving. LeBron had 8 catches for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. That led all of the Jet players, not Chris Godwin. He still did what he does, but not enough as the Jets win the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, and move on to the offseason. Now the big question is, what do the Jets do? Do they bring him back? As I get an achievement there for bragging rights, that's interesting. Do they bring him back? As we look at yearly awards as well, and we're not getting any of those. Very intriguing stuff there, but he wins the Super Bowl game there. Let's see, did they give him the like Super Bowl MVP? Do they show you that stat somewhere? 97 overall now, too, by the way. We're going to make him continue being a great possession threat guy. 98 overall, LeBron. Doing his thing, y'all. Doing his thing. So looking at everything here, again, incredible year, incredible season. Awards, they don't show you that. But he did get another Pro Bowl. That's his second Pro Bowl in 4 years now. Solid numbers, and they won the Super Bowl 34-17. So let's advance now. Let's get to the next season. Let's see if LeBron gets signed to another deal with Trevor Lawrence, because that's 2 huge contracts. Trevor Lawrence and LeBron James. Do the Jets have the cap room to make that deal happen? I doubt it. I doubt it strongly. But you never know. You never know. So let's go ahead and get to the regular season here. 5th year. Is LeBron still part of this franchise? They brought him home with a Super Bowl. They got him a Super Bowl. They're 81 overall. Makes me think something happened here. They're both here still. Trevor Lawrence at 94 overall. LeBron dropped down to 96. I guess the morale thing dropped off. But they're back. He's back. Is this accurate? Let's look at the contract. He got a 5-year deal here with the Jets. 5 years. Total salary $33 million. That is a bargain. They got him for a bargain deal, y'all. Holy crap. So LeBron's playing team friendly apparently with his deal. So let's simulate the whole year. This is the repeat season. Can the Jets in 2025, year 5, LeBron here in the Jets organization, can they win a Super Bowl again? Can they make it back to back? I don't know. And unfortunately, the Jets regress, 7-9 record, miss out on the postseason. Trevor Lawrence has a okay year, I would say. I would say for him, that's okay. 34 touchdowns, 7 picks, not terrible. But LeBron regresses back down. 66 catches, 739 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's not what we like to see for him, ever. Period. Again, not his best numbers across the board. The yards per game average dropped down tremendously. 5 touchdowns receiving, along with 34 yards. Looking at his awards and everything else, traits, game to game. Again, he had some modest games. He had some decent games in there, but those 1 for 7s, like that stuff right there has got to stop. A 2 for 22, like he's got to be getting targeted a lot more than that, y'all. And again, the inconsistencies is what bothers me the most about what I'm seeing here in LeBron's career. It's just the inconsistencies. So we're going to go ahead and get to the next year. Year 5 was a bust, a big one. We're back for year 6. The team is 85 overall. This is the best we've been so far. Trevor Lawrence at 97. LeBron now at 98 overall. Still a superstar player out here. And again, this is, how old is he now? Again, this is his 6th year in the NFL. He's not 99 overall. He's 25 years old. This is year 6 though. I mean, he's still got a lot of good football left. He's still got, you know, I think once he gets to around 29, that's probably going to be his final humongous year. So he's got an opportunity, you know, still yet. I mean, he's got a lot of time left to show us what he can do. So let's sim the season, year 6. Here we go. And we make it as a wild card team. We finished 2nd in the division to the Pats. 11-5 record. We'll get the job done. Good Lord, what I got in my eye right now. But where do we go? First in passing. There you go. Trevor Lawrence finally doing something there. First in passing, 34 touchdowns, 14 picks. Still don't like that pick number being that high. Receiving wise, LeBron led the team in receptions, 87 receptions, 1,100 yards, ladies and gents, and 13 touchdowns. That's what I'm talking about. That's the numbers I expect every single time for this man. Now 99 overall. Why does he not have a captain thing on his chest? I don't know, but it don't matter. The dude had his best ever touchdown season. Again, 2nd best in terms of receptions and receiving yards. Incredible right there. 13 touchdowns, 78 was the long for him this year. Looking at the season stats, he had, gosh man, he had so many touchdowns this year. There's very few games where he didn't have touchdowns. He had one with 3, 5 for 119 with 3 touchdowns. Incredible season. Looking at his awards and everything here, he made another Pro Bowl. Fortunately, he's probably not gonna win anything else because it's just not how it works here. So we're going to go ahead now. And again, we're in the postseason. Let's see. We're going to simulate to the Super Bowl. Can the Jets get there for the 2nd time in 3 years? And we will not. They don't make it. We're looking at yearly awards here. Baker Mayfield wins MVP. Coach of the Year there. Okay. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Was LeBron even on that list? He was not. They don't like to give tight ends any, you know, say in anything out there, do they? Ever. And they don't even put them in this category. I just hate that there's no best tight end category. That's so garbage. So garbage. So looking at the postseason, where did they get eliminated? We got beat in the 2nd game here. It's okay. It's respectable. We'll take it. LeBron had a good year. We get on to year 7 now. Let's see if he can keep it going. The Jets win the East 2nd time now in LeBron's career. They win the division as they will take on the Bills in the wild card round. They just beat him in week 17. Top passer, 4th in touchdowns was Trevor Lawrence. That means LeBron should have a huge year. 91 receptions, 2nd in receiving as well, 8 touchdowns. Again, a solid season there for the man. Very solid season there for the man. And he's still improving. He's already 99 overall, but he's still improving in these categories here. So looking at the man here, that's his 2nd highest number in receptions right there. That is his 3rd highest number he's had in yards and tied for 2nd highest number he's ever had for touchdowns. So great year for LeBron. Had some great games, it looks like, this year, mixing it up. Had a stretch there of no touchdowns to start the season, but then he finally got it going towards the tail end of the year especially, which may bode well for him heading into the postseason. 4th Pro Bowl appearance as well. Heck of a year for LeBron. Let's go look at the league leaders in receiving yards and all this stuff. I'm really curious to see how he panned out compared to the rest of the NFL. Jalen Waddle out here from Alabama, 1,600 yards, led the league. So Kyle Pitts is doing better than LeBron. That ticks me off because he's not as good, in my opinion. What's his overall? He's 96 overall. It's because he's in a better offense out there for him, I'm pretty sure, with Allen out there. That just goes to show you. I mean, he's still one of the top guys out there. He's the 2nd highest or 3rd highest tight end out there, behind Kittle and Pitts. But dang it, man, you'd like to see better. So let's simulate the postseason here. Let's see if they make it to the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, we don't. It's Pitts and Pitts and the Bills, man. They made it. The Jets got beat. As we look at the duel here between Pitts and LeBron, Pitts outdid him. 10 receptions, 92 yards, and a touchdown, while LeBron had 5 and 63 with a touchdown. That's the difference, man. They go to him more. They're making LeBron look like a chump, and he's not. He's a better player, but he's not getting the chance because this offense isn't going to give it to him that much, which sucks. The scheme, I suppose, is not helping LeBron. But I'm not going to change the scheme. That's not what I do. It's following his career. I'm not going to step in and do anything outside of the one game I jumped in. All right, team is still 86 overall. The offense is slightly worse than they were last year, but the defense is still solid. LeBron's still at 99 overall. He has not started to regress yet, coming into his 8th year in his career. And it should be, again, 2 years left on the contract, right? Make sure you got 2 years left on the contract. So we'll see in 2028, can they make it back to the postseason again? And can LeBron keep the high quality of play going? I need him to pass Pitts and be the best tight end in the league this year. And the Jets make it as a wild card team. Barely. 9-7 record. We're going to take on the Jags in the wild card round. And as you see, 3rd in passing yards, 7th in touchdowns. That tells me that maybe we had some good receiving numbers out here. We were not the top yardage guy. LeBron was 88 receptions, which led the team, but 945 yards, was not a 1,000-yard receiver, but second highest number of touchdowns receiving in a year for him, 10, which is second to only Gatewood, the 3-year pro out of Utah. So let's go quickly look at the league leaders. Let's see if he was the one of the top tight ends this year. Holy crap, David Njoku, whatever his name is there, 103. Wow, that's incredible, man. So he was the top tight end in receiving yards this year. And then going down the line, Pitts is 2nd. Barden is 3rd. Norris, and then James. James was 5th this year. Are you kidding me? Looking at touchdowns, though. There's 1, 2. He was 2nd in touchdowns. I'll take that. That's a trade-off I'll take. I'll be a touchdown guy over a yards guy all day, every day. Now, I do want to look at the legacy board here for tight end. This is always something I want to look at. Where is he ranking in terms of being one of the best tight ends ever? And currently, shaping up pretty well. They say, you know, the yearly awards that counts Pro Bowls. So he's got 5 Pro Bowls. He's 2nd to Pitts. Pitts right there. Jason Witten. Then you got Gronk and you got Kelsey. Don't see him, the way his career is going, I don't see LeBron passing Gronk and Kelsey. I do think he could catch up to Witten, and I hope he surpasses Pitts in his career. Again, these guys came into the league in the same year, in the same draft. They both have a Super Bowl. Pitts has 1 less yearly award, but I guess he's had better overall numbers as it stands. So we're keeping an eye on that battle as we now simulate the postseason here, and let's see if LeBron can make it to the Super Bowl for the 2nd time. And they will not. The Jags, they beat us in the opening round, and they move on to the Super Bowl against the New York Football Giants. Wow. I would have liked to have been in Battle of New York, the AFC versus the NFC, but it is what it is. Let's get to the next year. Year 8 was not a good one, but, you know, year 9, maybe, just maybe, LeBron in his final year of the contract can make it to the Super Bowl with his team. All right, it's 2029. Our team is regressing a little bit here. I'm not quite too sure why, but here's LeBron. He's still solid. We can only upgrade blocking now, it looks like, at this point. So we're going to give him those upgrades there. Fantastic, great. He's 28 years old. This is his 9th year in the league. He's not regressing yet at all, which is good, but that's coming soon. Again, being 28, 29, he's got realistically probably 2, maybe maximum of 3 increasing years left. I mean, normally when you get to 29 or 30, that's when you start to drop. So we'll see if LeBron can make this, you know, this is the prime now of his career. Final year of the contract as well with the Jets. Will they bring him back another year? Can we make it to the postseason again and keep the streak going? And the Jets make it. Barely an 8-8 team, but we're in the playoffs as a wild card team with the expanded wild card format. We make it literally as the worst possible team, the 7-seeded team. We make it. So we're gonna be taking on the Broncos. More than anything, though, y'all, I want to know how we did offensively. 5th in passing touchdown yards and 8th in touchdowns. Let's see. LeBron 2nd or 3rd in receiving receptions, 2nd though on the team in yardage to Rod Allen, and then led the team with 9 touchdowns receiving. Solid numbers there. Let's see where that shakes out compared to the NFL and the rest of the tight ends in the league as well. In terms of yards, top yardage guy was Tariq Hill. Then you got Tony. Tight end wise, let's go down the line until we find the tight ends. Okay, Rod Mayer, top tight end in yardage this year. Keep going down. Then you got Jeremy Ruckert for the Cowboys, and then LeBron. So LeBron was 3rd. He finally beat Pitts this year. Touchdown wise, holy crap, Tony had 19 receiving touchdowns. So LeBron had 9. And that puts him There's 9 there. So he's a tied for first in tight ends, which is fine. That's completely fine. So now postseason's here. LeBron's final year on contract here with the Jets. Let's go ahead and simulate to the Super Bowl. And unfortunately, we got beat 34-14 in the wild card round. The Bengals, the number 1 seed, would move on to the Super Bowl against the 1 seed out of the NFC, San Francisco. We didn't make it. Let's get on. Let's see if they bring them back in the postseason, in the offseason. Will the Jets bring back LeBron to the Jet organization? We'll see. All right, moment of truth. And yes, they're both still here. Didn't mean to do that. Trevor Lawrence is still here at 99 overall. Wow, man, he's just a freak. But there you got LeBron. He's still doing his thing. He's improving now as a blocking tight end, just making himself better and better and better. But the question I have is, what type of contract did they give the man? What type of contract did LeBron just get now? Again, he's 29 years old, coming into what is this now, his 10th season in the NFL. Looking at the career contract, he's got a 5-year deal, $48.7 million. So he got even a better contract than his second contract. That's huge. Good for him. Looking at his awards and everything, he's had 6 Pro Bowls in his career. Hey, good for him, man. He's locked in for 5 more years. He may be a lifer here with the Jets. We'll find out though. But the team overall is down at 81 overall. They've been on a streak lately of getting to the postseason, but the team's down this year overall wise. We'll see. First year of a new contract, year 10 in LeBron's career. We'll see what happens. And the Jets win the East this year, ladies and gentlemen. 10-6 by the skin on our teeth. We make it happen, but we're there. The question is now, how was the offense? Second in passing yards, first in touchdowns with 45. Yes, sir. Let's go. LeBron led the team in receiving yards for the first time, 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns on 90 catches. That's what I'm talking about, baby. LeBron James doing his thing. So let's look at the yard leaders and everything here. LeBron, was he the top tight end in the league? Was he? Was he? Yes, he was. Take that, Pitts. Was he the top touchdown man in the tight ends? No. Cole Kmet was the top touchdown guy. He had 13 receiving touchdowns. LeBron was second in tight end numbers, though. He had 12. So very solid year for LeBron. That is exactly what I want to see. Legacy-wise, let's look to see how he's doing now. Is he climbing? Did he pass Pitts? He has passed Pitts by a pretty big margin, actually. Pitts is kind of floundering his last couple of years, it looks like. LeBron continuing to increase his numbers. Now chasing Jason Witten as chasing that. Looking at the career stats, how's LeBron shaping out right now? LeBron right now, top receiving yards overall. He's got a ton of good stuff going on. Man, oh man, that's huge. I want to look at the entire NFL here, receiving wise. According to everybody else here, he's chasing Kittle. LeBron James right there, second tight end or third tight end on this list. Touchdown wise with 81. Is there any tight ends with more? There's no tight ends with more in the league. LeBron James, man, he's putting together a really solid career. It's just not coming with, MVPs. It's not coming with more and more Super Bowls, but we have a chance this time now. Won the division. Let's simulate to the Super Bowl. Let's see. And we got an achievement for something here. We got an MVP achievement. That must have been for Trevor Lawrence. Yes, of course. Of course. Offensive Player of the Year was him. And man, good for him though. So we didn't make it to we didn't get to the Super Bowl. It looks like we got ousted in the divisional round against the Patriots. So it's the 1 seed out of the NFC versus the 7 seed. Went on to make it all the way to the Super Bowl. Very intriguing. Good for the Bengals. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's get to the next year. All right, here we are for the next year now. This is what, year 11 of LeBron's career. Year 11. He's 30 years old. Is he starting to regress at all in any of these categories? It doesn't look like it. That's great, but it's going to start happening now. He's the number 1 tight end in the NFL in terms of his overall. 4 years left on that contract now here with this, and let's simulate the year. This is his third. I mean, again, maybe his final top overall year in terms of that 99 overall, but 30 years old, he's still got a couple good years left. Let's see what happens. All right, and the Jets make it as a 9-7 team. They finish as a wild card team following the Patriots, who went 13-3. Overall, we are the second passing yards right there, third in touchdowns. Let's see now, did that correlate to LeBron at all? And it did. He was second in receptions behind Chenault Jr. He was second in receiving yards behind Rod Allen. And he was second on the team in receiving touchdowns this year Great numbers though overall for LeBron, continuing to really progress in his career. I want y'all to look. I mean, look at his career stats here. For a while there, we were wondering about him because he had these years right here where he struggled, had a good year there, went down, and then from there he's been pretty consistent since 2026, over 1,000 yards in 2 straight years, close in 28, 29, but then back-to-back 1,000-yard years again for LeBron, continuing just to play really good football here overall lately. 8th Pro Bowl appearance for the man. Overall, now looking at across the NFL, was he the top tight end in terms of yardage and all? Probably not. I would say with the numbers he had, yeah, he's chasing behind Queeth right there. Second. He's second in terms of yards there. He's not even going to be close in the touchdown category. A lot of guys ahead of him. Pitts finally had a better year. Good for him. But legacy-wise, he is moved up to second. He passed Gronk, even though Gronk has won numbers of Super Bowls. I guess stat-wise, he wasn't the big dude. So now we're only chasing Travis Kelce. LeBron James looking to be the #1 tight end all time, climbing that list. Yes, sir. Let's simulate the postseason and see if they can make it back to the Super Bowl for the first time in a number of years. Would you look at that? The 5 seeds taking on the 5 seeds. It's the battle for New York in the Super Bowl 2031 Super Bowl here. LeBron James and company. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's simulate it. Let's see. Did they win it? Fingers crossed. We beat the Giants, win his 2nd Super Bowl. And they do. That's how it's done, baby. Look at that. LeBron James wins his 2nd Super Bowl in Super Bowl 66, 33-21. Let's go. Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdowns passing. Looking at the numbers here, LeBron had 6 for 57 with a touchdown. That's what I'm talking about, my man. Another Super Bowl for LeBron and the Jets. Trevor Lawrence and him getting it done. Oh, my goodness. You love to see it, y'all. You love to see it. Let's get on to the next year. All right, they're 83 overall. They're getting better. LeBron now, again, he's still 99 overall. He's not regressing yet. He's coming into his 12th year of his career now. Looking at his progression here, again, still going up, actually. Good for you, my man. I love to see it. I love to see it. So let's keep it going here. They won a Super Bowl in 2031, Super Bowl 60, whatever it was. Let's keep going. Can they make it back again to the postseason? And can they repeat as Super Bowl champions? I hope so. We'll find out. And the Jets get a first-round bye, 13-3. How about that? 1st in passing yards, 2nd in touchdowns. Tell me LeBron was a big part of that. And he was. 102 receptions, 1,099 yards, 6 touchdowns. That's a little bit down for me, but it's a huge year for LeBron still nonetheless. 100 receptions. That may be the highest he's had in his career. Only behind Jeffrey Cooper. Receiving yard-wise, he has to be the top tight end, and he is with 1,099 yards. Great year for LeBron, y'all. Again, I firmly believe that was his best. That's his best reception yards he's ever had in his career. I do believe. So let's look at it here. Ratings wise, he's still climbing up even at his, he's in his 30s now. Yeah, that's his best ever receiving receptions ever he's had in his career. Unbelievable year. 3 years left in the contract. Another Pro Bowl appearance for the man. And now let's look at the legacy board. I'm keeping an eye on this thing because sometimes it disappears. And he's past Travis Kelce. Kelce again finished his career with 8 Pro Bowls and 2 Super Bowls. LeBron's already got 2 Super Bowls and 9 Pro Bowls. Pitts has passed Gronk. Gronk only made 5 Pro Bowls in his career. Interesting. I want to look at all time. Everybody. Period. Whoever you are. Myles Garrett's the top guy. LeBron's top 10 right now, right? He's a top 10 player all time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he's right there. He's climbing as well. I mean, he'll never beat Myles Garrett with 23 Pro Bowls and whatever else he's gotten going on. He's just incredible. Not 23 Pro Bowls, but 23 awards total. Holy crap. But we got a first round bye. Can we make it a repeat chance of the Super Bowl? Good odds. Good odds. And no. Crap. The Patriots beat us. And they beat us in the divisional round 28-9. And they'll go on to play the Giants. The Giants are just they're on a streak, man. They've been playing great football. They've been in the Super Bowl a number of times. Good for them. All right, here we are. We're 80 overall. The Jets. LeBron and company coming into this game. Still 99 overall. Me and Lawrence both are. He's 32. Is his 13th year in the league. Regressing? No, not in the slightest. No regression happening there from the man. big chance here for this team. Again, they're 80 overall. They're not overall wise where I'd like them to be, but can they make it again to the postseason? Can they make it yet again? And we finished last in the division. This is not what we want to see. A down year for Trevor Lawrence, and it correlates to it's a good year for LeBron. Third on the team in receptions, second in receiving yards, and the top receiver on our team in terms of yardage overall. But the team didn't make the postseason. They missed out. LeBron, not the numbers we wanted to see overall for the receptions. I'd like to be a lot higher. Contract wise, this is the final year of that contract. So again, another Pro Bowl for the man. But with the team missing out on the postseason for the first time in a number of years, will this spell the end of this dynamic duo with this team? Will LeBron be back with the Jets to continue on his career into year 14? Guess we'll have to see. Moment of truth. And he's back. But look at the numbers now. Lawrence has gone down to 97. LeBron at 98. The regression is starting to happen now, y'all. Unfortunately, yes. Here he goes. Super Bowl week. He went down in skill regression. This is the beginning. You know, he just had his last possible crazy year. But again, he's still the #1 tight end in the league with 98 overall. So there's still ample opportunities for him. Contract-wise, he's on a 1-year, $48.7 million contract. So I guess they're kind of feeling him out. They're saying, hey, are you still that LeBron James top tight end, or are you past your prime? Let's find out. Is Trevor Lawrence and LeBron, is this dynamic duo, are they past their prime? Are they about to go their separate ways and leave the Jets organization? And the Jets at 8-8 miss out. An 8-8 season does not do what they need to get them to the postseason, and the numbers continue to go down for Trevor Lawrence. And as a byproduct, LeBron, 83. I mean, he led in both these categories. 5 touchdowns, though. Not the numbers we'd like to see from LeBron. Overall, looking at his legacy-wise, he's still expanding on that legacy with 25,000. Pitts is the second guy chasing him now. Gosh, man, I hope to see. Look, I mean, looking at the NFL records as a career, for receiving yards and stuff. LeBron, where is he at in that list? He's chasing a bunch of guys here. I don't know if he'll catch any of these guys. Receiving touchdowns, is LeBron climbing on that list at all? Interesting. I'm going to look at the career stats for LeBron because I want to know where he's at. He's got 13,000 receiving yards and 111 touchdowns. So how far out is he? 13,000 receiving yards. And he's still got a ways to go there, and 111 touchdowns. He's close. He'll get on that all-time list soon, assuming his career doesn't go down the pits here. So again, missed out on the postseason. On a contract year, again, they put him that 1-year deal. I would not be surprised to let him walk and move on to somebody else. Even though he's still he's the top tight end in the league, but I wouldn't be surprised to let either him or Lawrence walk. What are they going to do? 80 overall team. Are they still both here? Yes, they're still here. LeBron now at 96 overall. He's continuing to regress in the regression. Looking at his numbers and everything, he's going down more and more. 15 points total. Is he still a top tight end? He is at 96 overall. He's still the top tight end in the league. Contract-wise, LeBron, he got a 3-year, $33.1 million deal. He may be a lifer here. He's had 14 years. This is year 15 now of his career. 2035. They've won 2 Super Bowls together, him and Lawrence have. But they've had 2 bad years together now here. I don't know. And the Jets make it to the postseason here. 9-7 record. Barely getting it done. Barely, but they're back in the postseason, which matters most. A better, improved year there for Lawrence, so maybe that'll correlate for LeBron as well. 3rd in the team in receptions. He had 1,000 yards receiving again and 7 touchdowns. A good year. An improved year for LeBron there. Very happy to see that. Very, very happy to see that, matter of fact. Is he still producing at league high numbers in terms of tight end numbers? Top receivers, Ben Wilds out there. Lamar Mullins, he's in his 3rd year. Of course, he's going to start being good. LeBron's 2nd, no. 3rd in receiving yards for tight ends. Touchdown-wise, there's 1. 2 is Arnold, 3, 4. So he's tied for 5th in terms of touchdowns. So still improving. He's still doing his thing, even though he's regressing. But can they make it to the postseason? They won the Super Bowl. I mean, they won the division, and Super Bowl is going to be interesting. Cowboys, first time they've been in it since we've been doing the sim. Jets made it all the way to the NFC Championship as the 1 seed at 9-7. What a crap year! 9-7 was the 1 seed. Wow, what a bad year. But they make it to the AFC Championship. We'll take that. We'll take that. All right, so we're coming into this next year. LeBron now at 94 overall. Is he still the top tight end overall wise? He is. Great. Great. Still the top tight end overall. Coming into year 16 now of this career. Again, they made it to the AFC Championship last year in what was a weird year. Top seed was 9-7. Strange. Can they get back there again? And they win the division at 11-5. They're going to be a wild card team. Very interesting. Taking on the Colts. Second in passing, second in touchdowns was Trevor Lawrence. He's getting back, man. I love to see it. LeBron third on the team in receptions, third on the team in yards, but first with 12 touchdowns, leads his team. And looking at the NFL numbers as well, LeBron with 12 would put him fourth, excuse me, in touchdowns. The top tight end numbers there. So again, continuing on with his prolific career here, another Pro Bowl I do believe as well. And now looking at the legacy board, all-time everybody, period. LeBron is second, y'all. He is becoming almost the GOAT in terms of looking at the all-time leaderboard here. 12 Pro Bowls, two Super Bowls, chasing only Myles Garrett, and I don't think not a chance to be able to catch him. I don't believe. But great to see that there. Looking at the career numbers, looking at NFL records, in a career receiving yards wise, LeBron now is climbing that list. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th behind now T.O. So he's 6th, and he's the number 1 tight end on this list. There's no tight ends with more numbers than that. Touchdown wise, LeBron climbing that list as well. The number 1 tight end here, chasing Carter from the Vikings. So, heck, man, it seemed like the way the career started, I didn't think he'd have a chance at being a GOAT. But we may be wrong about that. Let's send him to the Super Bowl, see if we make it. Fortunately, we get outsed in the first round by the 7-seeded Colts. So it's a Chiefs-Bucks Super Bowl. Let's move on to 2037. All right, 2037, we're now below 80 overall. Lawrence down, and LeBron's out. He's not even here anymore. Where did LeBron go? Interesting. So LeBron James is out. He is no longer a part of the Jets organization, period. And where is LeBron? Did he retire? No freaking way he retired. No way. Well, it appears, I guess LeBron retired, y'all. He's done. But he is in Canton. So he had an insane career. He won 2 Super Bowls. His whole career was with the Jets. Unbelievable career, but it seemed short to me. I thought he'd keep going on more and more and more and would become the GOAT. But he finishes behind Myles Garrett in that regard. But overall, the number 1 tight end ever. 29,000 was the number there. No tight ends close to that for him. Insane career looking at the NFL records all time in terms of receiving. LeBron James finishes as the number 1 tight end in the top 10 in these categories here with 15,685 yards, all with the Jets doing his thing there. Oops, let's look at the touchdown numbers as well, receiving touchdowns. LeBron James finishes behind Carter. He had 130 tied there. Couldn't get past all these other guys, but LeBron, again, an insane career for him. Won 2 Super Bowls, never got an MVP or anything of that nature, but the number 1 tight end that ever played the game. That could have been what if LeBron decided to play in the NFL instead of the NBA. Y'all, if you enjoyed this what if scenario for LeBron James' career in the NFL and you want to see more of these, drop your suggestions down below in the comment section. Let me know if you want to see more of these types of videos. Support the video, hit the thumbs up. But y'all, appreciate everybody tuning in. If you want to stay tuned for more of these types of videos, subscribe. We're on the road to 20,000 subs. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. But y'all stay safe and well, have a blessed day. And we'll see you all back here in the next video. Y'all take it easy.